Okay, welcome everyone. Whew. Welcome back to Merry NJ Awaits E3 coverage week. I want to thank everyone for keeping up with all the press conference reactions that I've been doing so far since the start of E3 with Bethesda. We are having a blast here at E3, we really are. And my favorite time of E3 is Nintendo. And we literally just got done watching the Nintendo Direct. Oh my god, woo, woo. Alright, well, not really, but let's get into it. So, as you know, Nintendo has not done regular press conferences like they used to in the past few years. They do this thing now called a Nintendo Direct, which is a digital event. Now, an interesting thing about this Nintendo Direct is that there's nothing really mesmerizing that happened at this Direct. We didn't really expect it. But I thought it was pretty good. I know a lot of complaining pants on the internet are saying, oh my god, it was terrible. Listen, here's the thing in a nutshell about this Nintendo Direct. A lot of these companies have to come out with a bang when they give a press conference because they only usually do it once a year or at these big gaming conventions. And E3, let's face it, is the biggest. There's PAX East, there's all these other gaming conventions, but E3 is the big one. The thing with this Nintendo Direct is that Nintendo Direct puts these out a few times a year. And Nintendo loves to give you bits and pieces at a time. It's just their style. So that's exactly what I expected going into this, and exactly what I got. With that being said, there was a couple interesting things. There was some new announcements, and the main point of it is that there was a lot of things that I wasn't expecting, so that's good, and then a lot of things that I was expecting. Starts off with their little puppet animation that they always kick off with. It's kind of neat, and Reggie and the gang are all there. Miyamoto, classic Nintendo music playing in the background. Those of you that have seen Nintendo Directs before know what to expect. It's pretty much the standard fare. And they went right into the main theme of the entire Direct, which was Star Fox. We knew Star Fox was coming. They said last year that it's going to be coming before Zelda, so we knew it was coming this year. They confirmed that many times before, but then again, Nintendo likes to change their release dates around. But I think this is pretty much set in stone. So, started off with saying do a barrel roll, the classic world premiere of the Wii U gameplay that we've all been waiting for. Finally, actually showed Star Fox, got into details. Star Fox Zero is the correct title of the game. It's not Star Fox Wii U or anything. It's Star Fox Zero. It is coming out holiday 2015, so we got a time release window for the game. Great time for Nintendo games to come out, in my opinion. Nintendo loves releasing things in holiday. So they're pretty smart about that because let's face it, the hardcore gaming season is a great time for games to come out, and Nintendo is known for that. Talked about the inspiration and the history of Star Fox. Miyamoto talks about features with the gamepad, how you could use it as a second screen, use it as a cockpit view, and then use your TV as the main screen. Reggie started talking, going into their transformation mode, meaning they are now stepping outside the boundaries of Nintendo's standard, fare of what they usually do. So, meaning they're now getting into the mobile era of gaming. They're now getting into, the whole thing with amiibo and figures. They're working on a theme park. The new system that they're working on, codenamed the NX, will be more talked about in 2016. Everybody was flipping out about that. Listen, we knew two things about this Nintendo Direct. Nintendo has told us many times before the E3 even started. They will not be talking about the NX until next year. Thank God. And, I mean, let's face it. Wii U still has a lot of stuff to come out for. And they weren't going to talk about Zelda Wii U. As much as I was hoping they would do a turnaround and surprise us, they didn't. And I really didn't think they were going to. But supposedly it is still being worked on for the Wii U. And I know there were rumors about it. Oh, they're probably just going to work on the NX. Listen, the Zelda Wii U is well in development, so to change course on a hardware that we don't even know about, it would be ridiculous at this point. So again, Reggie talked about the transformation era of Nintendo. Amiibo's on the way now. Here's the huge. I'm gonna go right into it. Here's the huge announcement for me for this Nintendo Direct. I'm a huge Amiibo fan. I have in the hundreds. I collect them. I have them boxed. I have them loose. I've been collecting Nintendo figures way before Amiibos came out. I have a huge vault in my room of gaming memorabilia. I have figurines spanning every kind of franchise, Sony, Xbox, everything. And Amiibos is a great excuse for me to collect more figures because you can actually get something out of them. You could use them, unlock things, of course, with Smash. And we also have some other, um, game. This is a whole. Actually, Amiibo was actually the last to do it. Started off with Skylanders and then Disney Infinity. And then Nintendo caught on and said, hey, you know what? We could do this too. Well, Nintendo has joined forces with Skylanders. That's right. The next Skylanders, which is going to be called Superchargers, features Donkey Kong with his barrel and Bowser. You can actually switch bases on them and use them for other Nintendo games or other Skylanders games. And there is a limited edition. I saw the tweet on Twitter of like the box set with like Donkey Kong and the cart and the barrel, and it's the Skylanders. That's insane. That's huge. Nintendo knows where to go for money and and knows their market. They really, really are geniuses at this. Say what you want about them, even if you're against Amiibo. They know what they're doing. Skylanders is huge. And to make a joint partnership with the Skylanders with this game, that's a massive thing. They're going to sell tons of these damn things. And they look really sick. I was looking at the Donkey Kong and the Bowser Amiibo. It looks really, really sick. I can't wait to get my hands on them and add them to my collection and see what Skylanders does with the Nintendo. It's going to be really cool. And switch the bases on the Amiibo and use it with the gamepad and see what Nintendo games make use of these Skylanders Amiibos. So that's going to be kind of neat how they're interchangeable. So as far as what I understand, there's only Bowser and Donkey Kong, but I'm sure there'll be more coming for the playsets. New Zelda 3DS game is announced. It's called Triforce Heroes. It is coming out in 2015. It kind of reminded me of Four Swords. So that's a good thing. Hyrule Warriors is in development for 3DS. We did know this. And it will be the Ultimate Edition, meaning it will come out with all the DLC that previously came out for the Wii U version. They showed gameplay of the 3DS. It looks great on a handheld system. I put in quotes, and it did. Metroid Prime Federation Force announced for the 3DS coming in 2016, and it also comes with Blast Ball. That's awesome. I was hoping that a Metroid game was going to be announced for the Wii U, but I said to myself, I have a feeling that if it is announced, there's also going to be one, in tangents with the Wii U version. There's going to be one coming out on the 3DS. They only mentioned a 3DS Metroid, but hey, listen, I'll take what I can get with Metroid. So that's cool. Fire Emblem Fates was announced. It is coming out in 2016. Getting right to my second page of notes. The Atlas logo appeared. Shinigami Tensei is coming out. X Fire Emblem. Xenoblade Chronicles X is coming up. Let's see here. Blah, blah, blah. December release of this year. So that's coming out this year. They showed a little segment of Iwata holding a banana. It's kind of funny. I like the style that they do with their directs. It's kind of hilarious. I like how Nintendo doesn't take anything seriously. They just have fun with it. And you know what? That's awesome for a company to be like that. It is E3, and why take everything so serious? Animal Crossing Happy Home Designer was shown. It's coming out September 25th, 2015. They hinted at Amiibos. They showed KK Slider. I saw images on the internet of like Tom Nook, the Animal Crossing Amiibo cards. So that's awesome. And the world premiere of Animal Crossing Amiibo Festival, which is a whole new game coming out. And it's a game that's going to be using the Amiibos almost like a dedicated Amiibo game, but I think a dedicated Animal Crossing Amiibo game. So unlike Skylanders or Disney Infinity, it's going to be an Amiibo-based game, but for the Animal Crossing Amiibos. So I'm sure, Villager will work, and KK Slider, as they showed, and Tom Nook, and whoever else that they have. They talked about Yoshi's Woolly World. They showed the girl that came up with the idea, how she was working with yarn, and she came up with the idea for the Yoshi Yarn amiibo, the plushie amiibo that's coming out soon when the game launches. Your Yoshi amiibos can be scanned into Woolly World and turn your Yoshi into any amiibo that you scan. So they showed you her scanning Mario into Yoshi's Woolly World, and then the Yarn Yoshi turned into like a Mario schemed Yoshi. That was really cool. So it's definitely going to have amiibo support, not just with Yoshi amiibos, but with your existing amiibo characters. That's coming out October 16th, 2015. So that's on the way. What else do I got here? Yokia Watch was announced for holiday 2015. That game looks really cool. Mario and Luigi Paper Jam was announced, coming out in spring 2016. That game looks really cool. And this one I'm actually really excited about because I'm actually addicted to the series. It's Mario Tennis Ultra Smash, which is coming out holiday of this year, so that's awesome. We're getting a Mario Tennis this year. Very, very highly addictive games. Those of you that played those games, those in the golf games, know that they're really highly addictive. I spent countless hours in those games, and to find out that it's coming out this holiday, I thought that was awesome. It looks really good on Wii U. I can't wait to see more of that. Miyamoto starts talking again, back talking, talks about the Mario Maker game coming out, talks about the features. The 8-bit Mario amiibo that was leaked is official. It's coming. It's going to add features to Mario Maker. I think there's actually 2 variations of them. And Mario Maker is coming out September 11th, 2015. And that is the end of the Nintendo press conference, or Nintendo Direct. Again, I don't think it's anything, jaw-dropping, but it's not supposed to be. I thought that they did what they had to do. I thought that it was a good Direct. And, the thing with Nintendo is that they'll probably come out with 1 or 2 more Directs by the end of the year. That's really why I'm not worried. I think, we know Zelda Wii U is coming out next year, and they said that, they're not going to be talking about it at E3, but that doesn't mean they're not going to be talking about it this year. Nintendo still can come out with a few more Directs. They could come out with a Direct directly based off of Zelda like they do with Smash. So, don't count Zelda Wii U out for this year. I'm sure we're going to get tons more information on it. I'm sure they have a reason for it. How many game developers show a game that really shouldn't be shown, and it comes out nothing like what they've shown? And I think Nintendo is taking their time and making sure that when you see this game, it's going to be ready and it's going to have our Nintendo quality stamp on it. And we don't rush things at Nintendo. That's why Nintendo games come polished. That's why Nintendo games come with no glitches. I mean, say what you want about them, their games are really high quality products, and that's why I know that when I buy a Nintendo product, I know I'm getting something really good. So let them take their time with Zelda and make it come out as good as they possibly can. I'm sure that Star Fox is going to come out just as good, and I can't wait to get my hands on Star Fox Zero on the Wii U. And this Metroid Prime game on the 3DS looks really good too. I can't wait to check that out. And check out whatever new amiibos are announced. I know that they're doing the Treehouse right now, so more things are going to be revealed at the Treehouse. That's another thing. Nintendo does the Treehouse, and the Treehouse goes over huge. And don't forget, we got some new Nintendo announcements during the World Championships too. So I think Nintendo definitely had a good presence this year at E3, and I hope to see what they have and what they come out with and announce during the rest of the year, not just E3. Thank you, everyone, for joining me today. Until my next E3 video, which will be Square Enix, which is coming up next, take care, and I will see you again soon. Bye-bye now. Happy Miyamoto Day. My body is ready. Do a barrel roll.